Southwest Florida, you're looking live at Black Girls Rock of Southwest Florida, the 4th annual. We're at the after party now. Me and my trusty directors, Zion has been jumping from coast to coast, putting Zion to work. When I cover something like Black Girls Rock and more complicated things, I have to call on my big wheel, the Zion Collier, to run the cameras. We got to get it right. Right here we have Zion's mom in front of the camera, LaShaun Collier. LaShaun Collier. So good to get you on Deepest Live again.
Thank you for having me, Lee.
You know,
happy to be here.
I still don't understand this. Why you don't just put yourself in the front of the camera in the media. You're so good at it. I know you're just so humble and so unassuming, but you're missing your calling. What do you have to say to that?
I am speechless, Lee. I thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it.
See that? See what I'm saying? I think that has to do with, but you always were in the arts, like performing, oratorical things like that. That is something, the arts in general, you think that's something that all children should start off in?
Oh, absolutely, I do. I think that the arts themselves is about expression, right? And so I think that everyone deserves to use their voice in whatever way because it's extremely empowering. But when it comes to your artistic expression, I think that people are able to be more authentic, more fearless, be able to test and try and do things and come out with something that's for pure enjoyment, whether people like it or not, right? And so to be able to be given that type of agency, to be able to be given that type of sovereignty is critically important because so many spaces don't allow you the permission to just be yourself and do that thing that is fulfilling to you.
And the reason I say that is I started to tell people that when I was younger, my mom used to put me in all these plays in school, and the teachers would recruit me. I was in the class, they put me as the lead. I had no idea that all that stuff would eventually be important later on in terms of speaking in front of an audience. Here at Black Girls Rock of Southwest Florida, the 2019 edition, when we were over at the venue where the award ceremony took place, nice turnout at Dunbar High School, we saw the arts in full effect on the screen. Tell us about just experiencing the whole pageantry.
I think that any celebration has to have music, has to have dancing. And that's a critical part of having a celebration. I think that that's a universal thing in cultures, that cultures express themselves through the arts as well. You can see that in tribal cultures. You can see that in civilizations that's been around, for many, many, many millennia and centuries. And so when we celebrate, that's a part of it. And now we get the food, right? Because that's another part of celebrations.
I am thinking that specifically Black Girls Rock of Southwest Florida, and you were a recipient, honoree, I don't know if it was last year or the year before.
The year before, yes.
I'm thinking that you've slowly cut back on going out to a lot of stuff. But I seem to see you at this all the time. Do you ink this in every year? This is something you have to be at?
Absolutely. This event is so affirmative, right? It tells a different story. Not only are we in control of our narrative at this particular event, but we celebrate those people who the community is saying has done something worthy of affirmation. And so not only do you see these women on the stage, you hear their stories, but being here and giving to the energy of this, it's this beautiful reciprocity, right?
Outstanding.
Yes.
One of the things I like about it too is oftentimes when I cover various events, it's almost a hesitation about using the word black. We might use diversity or cultural or inclusion or minority or
But this
people
is
of color,
right?
People of color.
All of the nuanced, politically correct things, right?
But here we just go straight. Black Girls Rock. I love it, Carrie.
Yes.
I love it.
I love it too.
I don't have to be trying to skirt around in political correct, and Karen loves it too.
Right.
Karen, I know you're at home laughing looking at this. Talk about Karen Spears, founder of Black Girl Rocks of Southwest Florida, founder and CEO and president of Freely Give. Putting this on every year, what does she mean to our community?
Well, I think that, again, if we go back to the fact of telling our own stories, if you look at the things that Karen is a part of, the visionary for this expression of Black Girls Rock, Girls Trek, Freely Give, there's a theme there, okay? There's a theme of Sisters of Solidarity. There's a theme of Black womanhood united in all things that are lovely, that are good, that are worth of celebrating, that are healthy, right? So really, if we were to talk about her platform or her brand, this devotion to giving, right? It's really about the well-being of the Black woman.
Outstanding. Now, you were a Black Girl Rock a couple of years ago, which you just enunciated. You've seen, this is the 4th annual.
Yes.
So you were at like I think you were at the 2nd annual, and you've seen this raindrop turn into a pond, turn into an ocean.
Right, yes.
You might recall hearing those words.
I did. I heard
Did
them.
you put
I
it all
loved
in?
it. Absolutely.
You saw the poetry.
I got it. Yes, I understood the poetics.
And then the boat just sailing on that ocean now, right? Inside joke people is the way I introduce Karen, right?
Right.
Trying to get some little poet.
Right.
Yeah. Talk about the growth and what you've seen and how it has manifested itself with the blessings and how this event at Karen has just been blessed in so many special ways here.
I think what we're seeing is the way that life works. As we continue to give our time and attention and our efforts and our talents to things, naturally they evolve, right? So what started out as just the vision and the planting of the seed in some good soil, we saw just a little bit of a bud, right? And then it kept growing and it's flowering. And one day it's going to be a vineyard of all of these incredible people. Like this year, they added a celebration of young people and the youth, right? And so as we continue to see the evolution as this event matures, I think that it's going to be always surprising and something to look forward to.
To me, it has already matured. But Karen has a bigger dream. The high school gym was practically full. This event has sold out.
So it sells out every year.
With the word Black being used and not put in the background. And it seemed like there was so many, a village of people came together to volunteer and work behind the scene. When I went backstage to introduce Karen, and I walked backstage, it's like this army of Black women back there, well-dressed, prepared, ready to put this thing on, and all of a sudden they went looking for me out back there, hey, we gotta get this thing over there.
So this is the village speaking, right? The village is speaking by showing up. The village is speaking by giving the names of the people that they want to celebrate. The village is speaking when they're giving their time and talent. So this is an outpouring, of people's hearts and their affections by being here. So obviously it's something that we needed and didn't even know it.
Outstanding. Karen Spears, you walk, you jog, and you have run through life. And you are a magnificent life force. You have blessed our community with an event of this magnitude. We're here at the after party. People are coming over, humming your praise. We'll be talking to people all night. We're going to cover it from end to end. Leap is Live is so proud to be a part of this for the 2nd year and the years to come as a media sponsor and coming out and covering something that is needed in our community. People are having a great time. How about the music this year? We got the sax, Doug.
The saxophone, right? Oh my goodness, it was incredible. Did you see my table cheering when he finished? He bought us some Sade and he went down in his gut with that one and it was way good.
Can people still hit you up on social media, follow you in different places? I know you got some spirit something going on.
Yes, I can be. My favorite place to be is on Instagram. and it's at wholeandwell.co, at whole and well, because that's what our aspiration is to be whole.
I still got to get happy with Instagram. You know, I'm still struggling with Instagram.
I know. I love it.
Okay.
I can teach you.
All right, I'm trying to see why, you know. Sean always helps me in the background. A lot goes into managing Leap It Live as well, and the village comes to help as well. Sean, I appreciate you stopping over here.
Thank you.
You've never been one to come to the camera. I pull you to the camera, and whenever I get you at the camera, I don't want to let you go because you have a deeper insight about a lot of things, and you're able to bring that to a reality. What is your hope for Black Girls Rock of Southwest Florida for the future?
I think that to be true to the vision of Black Girls Rock, that again, going back to the affirmation, the acknowledgement of Black women, that sometimes, very often, we're hidden. This particular story is not told. A stereotypical story is told. And so this expression of Black Girls Rock in Southwest Florida tells our local story. And there's so many yet to be told.
And one of the beautiful things, too, this is my co-host tonight. One of the beautiful things, too, is that we saw a lot of Black men tonight as sponsors and getting involved with scholarships. The North Law Firm, Benita and Joe North, Phi Beta Sigma fraternity, and then the list goes on. And Karen's husband, Roderick Spears, the deputy, he's just a fabulous individual, isn't he?
They make a great team, don't they? And I think that there'll be some more things in surprise that they'll be building and creating because of the teamwork that they have.
Okay. Well, again, Sean, it's been a pleasure for you to stop by.
Thank you, Lee.
Black Girls Rock of Southwest Florida is taking place right now. This is Lee Pitts Live on Fox 4. We're here, as we always say, Johnny on the spot, bringing it to you into your living room, on your cell phone, streaming live on Facebook, streaming live on fox4now.com. You can catch us on YouTube. Go and like Lee Pitts Live on everywhere. And also, be sure to come and check us out at Lee Pitts Live after work. We'll be right back.